Nigeria's opposition politicians converged on Abuja this Wednesday to unveil the African Democratic Congress as a chosen platform to contest the 2027 general elections. While giving their statement of intent, ADC interim chairman and former Senate President David Mark declared that the coalition is for every Nigerian faced with an uncertain future to join hands to rescue the nation's ailing democracy under the watch of the governing APC. Arise correspondent Benga Ashiro has this report.
With many in the opposition forces across party lines being left in utter disenchantment under strong, irreconcilable circumstances, they've now found a way to reinvent themselves under the umbrella of the African Democratic Congress, infusing a new energy in the race to Nigeria's political leadership come 2027. A convergence of political heavyweights across party lines and reunion of old war horses sun back from the political wilderness. Here comes a historic grand alliance purportedly formed to rescue Nigeria from what they called state capture. As the outgoing national chairman rises to make his farewell speech, he wasted no time in criticizing some of the bad policies of government, one of which is the palliative agenda, instead of the APC government finding a sustainable solution to the nation's problems.
But we are setting in motion a new way of leadership that is boldly visionary, deeply committed to improving the lives of our people and restoring our country. We don't have any doubt.
The outgoing national chairman's speech was followed by a symbolic handover of the leadership mantle of the ADC to the new interim national chairman and former Senate President, David Mark.
This coalition is therefore for all Nigerians who share in our belief that all of us, the young and the old, man and woman, rich and poor, living with disabilities or not, town dwellers or villagers, we all have the patriotic duty to save our country. Accordingly, all youths who face uncertain future and have questioned the value of their education and their certificates, this coalition is for you.
The message from the new interim national chairman is clear: to unite and rescue Nigeria's troubled democracy from the grips of the APC government come 2027.
ADC, rise and shine Nigeria.
With the new ADC's strong declaration to join forces against the ruling APC, will they be able to seal a united front, or will this end up as another jamboree of strange bedfellows? Political scholars say it's still early days. Benga Ashuru, Arise News.
The South-South caucus of the ruling All Progressives Congress has committed its support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the four incumbent APC governors in the region as sole candidates for the 2027 general election. The unanimous endorsement came on Saturday at the APC South-South stakeholders meeting held in Benin City, Edo State, according to a statement by the Special Assistant to the Senate President on Media, Jackson Udom. Leaders of the party, according to the statement, also passed a vote of confidence in Senate President Godswill Akpabio and the Zonal Working Committee for their steadfast commitment to the growth of the party in the region. Now, I'm now being joined by Chief Ralph Nwosu, the former chairman of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, for his thoughts on the emergence of the coalition. Good to see you, Chief Nwosu. Thank you for joining us. Quite a struggle to get you to appear on the program.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, very quickly.
Dr. Bati.
Yeah, let's talk about the coalition. I mean, you have been very central to this. You have handed over your authority to the newcomers from the PDP, SDP, Labour Party, and other groups. And you have also said, you have been quoted as saying so, that 7 governors from the PDP are on their way to joining the ADC coalition. So what it means is that you are part of this ADC coalition. You are bought into it. And people wonder, I mean, why will you do that? Why will you say, okay, Tinubu is not good enough, APC is not good enough, let's get them out? Where do you stand in this matter? We know where you stand, but explain to us how you stand.
Thank you very much. The coalition is not but only targeted at Tinubu. Tinubu as a person, we don't have any problem with him. But with the administration of the country, the way APC has gone so far, no Nigerian, not just the people in politics, no Nigerian is happy. I came down from Lagos just about 2 weeks ago, before we finalized on our coalition talk, before the declaration. I was in Lagos, and I did a survey from the church to the motor park, to the airport, to the bookers where I ate, because I've always lived in Ikeja and so on. And everybody, you can see it in despair. Hunger, ebimpa, everybody. So when we are in a situation like this, and the people in government are practicing palliative economy, the people in government are living fat, building mansions, vacationing in all parts of the world, and spending money like nothing before. When all our infrastructures are almost dead and become dead road infrastructure, dead traps, we are spending 15 trillion. Now that I think it has been revaluated to almost 20-something trillion to do a road that they cannot complete, cannot be in use for almost under 20 years. What kind of government is that? Why would any patriot sit back and say, oh, because I know the person of Tinubu, we all struggled during the Nadeko year, and he has strategized to take power, and so on. I tell you, even if Obafemi Awolowo was to be alive today, he would join the coalition. If Abiola was alive today, he would join the coalition. And if Sheikh Musa Yar'Adua is alive today, he would join the coalition. Because this is not why most of them toiled for Nigerian independence or the democracy that all of us enjoy today.
Okay.
You know, when we were making our different speeches on Wednesday, I could reminisce Abiola, the person of Abiola, and the person of Sheikh Musa Yar'Adua. I almost started shedding tears because these wonderful Nigerians, we lost them in the fight for our democracy, and then look at what our democracy has degenerated to. So the coalition is organic. It's not about me. It's not about the people who may be contesting for one thing or the other.
Okay.
So it's about Nigeria.
Okay. Chief Nwosu, before we go to other issues, there are members of your party who are saying you don't even have the bona fide to say, oh, I've accepted these people who want to be part of us. I mentioned specifically Dumebi Kachiko, who says you are an expert member of the party and that you have no authority to even speak on behalf of the ADC. So, please, is there any clarification in that regard?
I appreciate you, Dr. Bati, and I think apart from being a broadcaster and a great media person, you've also been in the political arena. Therefore, I believe you're a good a person to even talk to on this issue. Dumebi Kachiku joined the party only 2 months before he decided to, before our primaries, to contest for the presidential election. 2 months. The guy who brought him was architect Ezekiel Nyaitok, his friend. And for us, we were very open. And we were going to run a transparent process. We ran a very transparent process. And we did it where we know that security intelligence can capture it. And it was live on more than 3 TVs. It was a transparent process. And Dumebi Kachuku happened to have emerged. And so on. And then his emergence caused some turmoil in our party because we had other very brilliant persons, like the person of Professor Kingsley Moghalu. And so, but he won. It was transparent. We embraced him. As a matter of fact, the day we got back to Abuja, the 10th of June was my birthday. And I was at home still relaxing because of the fatigue. And I was called to by the party members. I said, oh, come, somebody is looking for you. They held a surprise party, a surprise birthday party for me. And they said it was sponsored by the presidential candidate who just emerged. We embraced him. I was very happy. But that was where the party stopped. Because within another 1 week, he started holding meetings outside the party office. And because he ran, or I think he still runs, I don't know what he does with Root TV, but I want to believe that Root TV may still be alive. He went there, used his studio to dub a video, which he sent viral. That as the leader of ADC, because he became presidential candidate after being a member of the party for less than 3 months, that he has dissolved the National Working Committee and is in the process of setting up another one. Wow, he embarrassed all of us. Because, Ruben, if there's no other person who knew ADC from the time of inception, you should know us very well. The person who modeled our party in 2007, when we first got registered, was Prosper Tommy as our presidential candidate. We never had such kind of a terrible situation, but we had it. And you know what we did? We immediately invited our NWC members. We held a meeting and we decided to set up a committee headed by Dr. Bamidele Ajadi to look into the video and whatever must have transpired. After that, they wrote their report. And then in their report, they said they invited to maybe more than 12 times. They sent him DHL, one of the decisions went by DHL, and many more through BOT members and NWC members. Okay. He never showed up.
Okay, Chief Nwosu.
And the committee now decided that to put him apart, to suspend him. And after suspending him, we went to National Convention and sacked him. So maybe it's not a member of the party.
Okay.
And right now, he's doing what he knows best. Okay. He's doing the agency business that he does best.
Okay.
In politics, whether it was in 2023 and now, maybe is doing his what he's known for in his business life and possibly his political life, if he has any.
Okay. Chief Nwosu, what is in this for you? Because the PDP, the presidency, they've been very clear that this ADC coalition is a game by political desperados, failed politicians who are trying to draw Nigeria back. So is there anything you have been promised for you as chairman to say, oh, come and use our platform? And because that is what the presidency is saying, whether it is Felix Moka or Bayo Ononuga or Sunday Dari, they say you people are chop politicians, failed politicians who are looking for an opportunity to chop. So what are they promised you personally?
Again, thank you. Now, as a young man, I came back from America. I went to school in America, and when I was in America, I always worked with the Democratic Party. while I was in school. I was a poor student. As a poor student, I was working menial jobs, but there was no election or no campaign processes within the Democratic Party that I did not participate. I came back in 1983. When I came back, I did my youth service. During my youth service, I joined the campaigns then, and eventually the military took over. So when I finished my youth service, I started a business. I had a small business then. It was called St. Flays. I grew St. Flays from just an award, a small award corporation to a mega corporation even by 1989. By 1991, when I got married, I had 123 staff in Adire, complete Adire, who attended my wedding, staff of St. Flays and Green Mall and my other companies. That was 1980.
Chief Nwosu,
1991.
let's get to the point.
Yes,
let's get to
me.
the point.
No, I need to explain this to you.
You are beginning to sound masturbatory. Let's get to the point.
When you say certain things, it's like you color Nigerian politics with always what is in it for you. So we cannot do anything for our country. Our country cannot be bleeding. And you say, no, enough of this bleeding. We started ADC knowing that this time will come. And the time has come. We have volunteered it for Nigeria. I wanted to tell you that from 1989, I have touched my early millions of naira as a young businessman. By 1994, I became Ikolodikora of Oka. Ikolodikora of Oka, the youngest cabinet member in my community by 1994. But since I got into, by 2002, I ran for governorship. I ran the governorship election, and I did very, very well. So the early part of my life, I've touched money, but you go to my account today, you won't even find, at times, you won't find $1 million naira, but I'm contented. I train my children. They're all quality graduates with quality mind. They know their dad is not corrupt, and all of them are outside Nigeria. I want to make sure that Nigeria is redone so that they can feel free to come and use their brain to work in this country. Isn't that something to sacrifice for? Why is it always? I have never been transactional in my life. You know me as a businessman. You know me as somebody in the cabinet. By 1994, the Oka Kingdom is not a backyard village. It's the capital of Anambra State. I come from there. So at times, I wonder how Nigerians feel. You mean you can come? All my children, 5 of them, including my wife, a top quality lawyer who graduated in 1991 when we got married, a top quality doctor, cannot find peace in Nigeria. Cannot find peace in Nigeria, cannot find a quality job in Nigeria. The jobs you find in Nigeria for young, intelligent people are things that will corrupt them. And I don't want them to be corrupted.
Chief Nwosu, on top of all of this,
we want to create a global community in Nigeria.
Okay. On top of all of this.
And for all of that, anybody who cannot sacrifice is not worthy to be in public service.
Okay, Chief, on top of all of this, the presidency says that the president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has done very well, and that he deserves to be praised for his achievements. They also say that the coalition politics that you are supporting will drag Nigeria back, and that is a threat to Nigerian democracy. So what they are saying is that you are an enemy of the progress of Nigerian democracy. How do you respond to that? You giving a platform and then supporting coalition, and they said the only way forward is the APC and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. What do you say to that as we begin to wrap up?
Thank you. Now, with the security situation, the way the security is, look at what happened in Benue State. I am not a military man, but if in the area I know, in politics, I volunteer the party and I'm bringing people together to say enough is enough, and you say I'm the enemy of Benue State, the enemy of Benue State is the government in power. The enemy of the military, the enemy of the police, the enemy of the intelligence agents are the government in power who deny them resources to do things that they need to do because they spend the money on ostentatious living, on buying yachts. And they spend the money in the National Assembly giving themselves fat bonuses all the time. Our country is dying, but they are glorifying themselves. Go to the hospitals, and within the last 1 week, the ADC website has shut down due to the surge more than 2 times. Now we are sending it to Amazon and Google because we don't want the traffic. Nigerians have taken over. It's not about Peter Obi or Atiku or Rotimi Amechi or Emeka Nwajoba or Rufai anymore. Nigerians have taken over because they are not the people who entered, that's who are trying to register on the ADC platform that are shut down 2 times. But we have raised money. We are now linking our website to the most powerfully secured website that is cloud-based. Nigerians are volunteering, both locally and international, and the people in diaspora.
Chief Nwosu, I guess that you are very optimistic that this coalition can get rid of the APC and President Tinubu. Are you very optimistic before we take the program today further? You're optimistic?
Thank you very much.
One prophet has told you that this is doable, perhaps?
I am a science and leadership student.
So prophets are part of Nigerian politics. And they may have told you that, this is doable.
Now, wait. I'll tell you one thing. One is that when I promised that, anything we can do to get this coalition working, number one is I volunteer myself. I step down. In doing that, I said, I don't want to accept any other job as member of the party leadership or so, but I want to work from as a floor member of the party. But I promised Nigerians one thing, and I promised the coalition partners one thing. I said, I want all of us to have a change of mind. Because I'm a Catholic, and as a Catholic, we believe that you have a second chance to do things right. Now, all of us are doing self-examination, and we're going to do a major retreat. You know why we're doing this? When we finish this, we are bringing everybody in because ADC is about handshake. A lot of governors, all of them are still, they are playing the old politics, waiting on the corridor, but we have the assurance. We have assurance of the Nigerians, most importantly, and so on. Is it going to succeed? I'm going to put 37.5 million votes for the first time on the ballot for the winning candidate in this country. And I don't have to be chairman. I don't have to be anything. As a floor member, I will lead from the floor.
Okay. On that note, I would like to thank you very much, Chief Ralph Nwosu, former chairman of the ADC coalition, or the ADC party, and one of the leaders of the coalition party. Thank you very much indeed.